Hi everybody, welcome to this weekly webinar for Eat2earn. Today is more of a training exercise for people who have maybe not watched anything of any of the actual previous webinars. You need to find out from the person who brought you to this video. There is a 23-minute video that explains what Eat2earn does. So please make sure you watch that after you've obviously looked at this webinar. But it is still worth you watching the webinar because you'll get a lot of good information and value. So obviously, we'll take it from there, but some of the stuff we're going to talk about may not mean anything to you at this moment if you've not watched a video. So we've got, on tonight, we've got Graham, we've got Leslie, we've got Carl, Karen, and Jonathan. And Jonathan was just going to tell us all about his day, because Jonathan is a brand new member for Carl. Carl, if you want to ask a question, because I don't know what you're going to ask, so I'll let you ask the question. But,
I was just going to say, so Jonathan managed to get around the system when he signed up.
Broke the system.
So yeah, Jonathan signed up. So we've now discovered, thank you, Jonathan, you discovered something for us, that if you sign up as a customer first, then as an affiliate, you manage to, it just doesn't work properly. So I've been speaking to the guys about it, John, and they're going to just delete your customer account. So you'll just have an affiliate account. Once all that's done, you'll just need to rejoin as a customer under your affiliate preference, so that you're getting. Otherwise, you won't get commissions from your own customer account.
I joined up as an affiliate first, and then joined up as a customer about. No, I joined up as an affiliate first, and I joined up as a customer the next day yesterday.
Yeah, I think it's because you use the same email address, and it should have rejected it, but it didn't. So
it did reject it. I used another email address for customer.
Oh, okay, that's fine. Okay, cool.
Right. Okay, cool. Well, that sounds so. Yeah, so you can have two, and obviously we are going to have a facility in the next release, which we don't know when that is going to be because we're still in phase 1 of the website. So when we remodify it, we'll add that in where you can migrate from one to the other. But at the moment, there is no link.
Yeah. So what referral link would John use tonight then for his affiliates and that?
It would use affiliate.
On mine, it says he's a customer, not an affiliate. So he has got an affiliate referral, haven't you, John? You have got an affiliate referral.
Yeah, I signed up as an affiliate on Saturday.
And you've got a referral from that. Okay, that's okay. That's fine then. Okay, should work then.
Yeah, I was just testing the system before I sent referrals out, and I put in my own email address and sent a referral to me to see what it would look like, so that I know that I'm going to send the right information to other people.
Brilliant. Okay, cool.
Okay, cool. And you've signed up 2 affiliates and they've come through okay? There's
no, not yet. I've got 2 sign-ups this week because I work away Monday to Friday, you see, so I don't get to go home. Yeah. Okay,
so when you do that, just do the first one. Make sure everything's okay, and obviously any problems, let support know, and they'll get it.
I don't think there'll be an issue signing people up because this business, I've seen it and it's fantastic.
But it's when people understand it, I think it's once. I mean, what got you excited? Which bit got you excited? Because I don't know what Carl told you, but was it?
It's just the ease of it. I've been in other network marketing businesses as well, and also in one that Carl's in as well. And you have to work so hard and spend thousands of pounds on hotels and fuel for like £74 a month. And I've driven all over the country, been to meetings, trainings, hotels, and these hotels obviously add up and whatnot. Fortunately, I'm in a good job to be able to do it at the moment anyway, but it all adds up, and the amount of money it's just unbelievable for the amount of money you get back. I mean, I think I spent £7,500 last year on fuel, hotels, trainings, meetings, and I think I made a total of about £800.
I know, and it's meant to be your second. It's meant to be a second income, not an expense.
Yeah, and I found that I was doing it at the weekends, and I was knocking on people's doors that I've made an appointment with, and then they weren't there, so I travelled 30, 40 miles and they weren't there, and then I showed them all the gas and electric and all that sort of thing, and then they said, "No, I'm quite happy where I am, thanks." And I just found it very difficult. It wasn't difficult, no problem, but it's just that it's so time consuming for very, very little gain.
So when Carl showed you this, it was like what, a light bulb moment then, was it?
Well, as a light bulb moment, I knew straight away, that's it. It's for me. I'm doing it. Full steam ahead. Go.
So obviously between you two, and obviously we won't mention the name of the company, but between you, there's obviously other people just like you two, because that's what I said to Carl. Obviously, he's been at it for a few years, and there comes a point in time when you have to think, is this the right business for me?
Yeah. And the revenue you can earn from this, with it seems like very little effort, is fantastic. When I saw this,
the hardest thing you're going to find is getting the restaurants. Obviously, that is the hardest thing. I
think that would be quite easy.
Yeah, it can be easy. It can also be hard. It depends which area you're in and what, but we would love to hear your story next week as to how you went on this week, because it'd be perfect.
Yeah, no problem at all. That's if I can find a lay-by to park into to where I'm going. I'd drive a big car transporter. So I can't just stop. I've got to find somewhere before I get to my destination to stop and pull over, you see.
Oh, no.
So it's difficult.
You need to get a smaller vehicle. You can't, though. What are you transporting? What kind?
I've got a load of Range Rovers on at the moment.
Oh, lovely.
One that I shall hopefully get from this business.
Oh, yeah. Well, this is key. And Karen's got the Evoque, the Range Rover.
Oh, right. Okay.
She got that last year, a couple of years ago now. So they've got, it's a big car, isn't it?
Yeah, very nice, yeah.
But nice to drive if you like that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So Leslie, what did you get up to, my lady? You're on mute.
Okay. Had a day of mixed fortunes.
Go on, tell us your story.
I've been doing follow-ups to the originally and left stuff with. So the first one I went back to was the first one I ever went into. And the chap he's been quite keen, but he's had to speak to his partner because it's a shared ownership. And he actually said no today. Because he said he spoke to his partner and they are with Just Eat and they've put their money into developing their own website. So they want to focus on that rather than jumping around to lots of different things, which is a shame because I think the one I spoke to was quite tuned in. Anyway, we've left on good terms. So I said, you've got my number if you change your mind. So that's that. I've been into another one where the owner is like the Scarlet Pimpernel. He cannot be tracked down. He's never been seen. So this is where it's interesting hearing Jonathan saying it's easy to get takeaways signed up. I'd like to get some tips from Jonathan. Anyway, the owner is actually interested. The manager showed him all the stuff I've shown him, and I gave him a copy of the calculators, and he said their accountant has looked at the calculators, and they can all see it's a no-brainer. It really is something they should do. But the owner's such a fly-by-night, and he's got a shop, and he's got a flat over the takeaway to rent. He's too busy doing too many things. So he said, oh, yeah, we will sign up. But there's no date. So I'm just keeping on at them because that is a definite good one. I then went into two new ones. Well, I'd left information at both of them last week. It's the same chain, but they're not attached. They don't even know each other. There's no link. So I went into one, and the bloke came out straight away and said, "Are you the lady with the app?" I said, yes. So he said, "Well, no, we don't want to go ahead." So I said, "Well, can you just tell me why?" "That's fine. I'm not. There's no pressure. I'm just interested why." Then he went into a big rant about how they hate Just Eat. And I said,
so do we. We don't like them either.
Exactly. This is exactly the point. But you could tell the bloke's face was set already. There was no way I defy anyone to turn him around at all. He was absolutely determined. I said, I tried all the things I know, we're the only ones that give rewards, da-di-da-di-da. I tried them all, and he just wasn't for turning at all. So I said, well, look, you've got my number. He said, his big point was, customers will never leave Just Eat. I said, well, I beg to differ. They'll be moving in the trillions once they get rewards with Eat2earn. Anyway, I said, you just keep your eye on the surroundings, see the news and the local press and local stuff. And if you change your mind, you can always get back in touch. Okay, so I went into then the other one that's the same chain as that one. and I just left stuff for the owner. I got home a bit despondent, and as I got home, I got a call from that second one to say, "Can you go back in and give me more information?" So I drove back again.
Oh God!
This was the manager.
Brilliant.
It wasn't the owner, but the owner is his brother. So again, he had quite a few. Yeah, it was a lively little debate. They are with Just Eat. They've got their own website, and they pay $5 a week. And this website sends traffic to their website.
Wow! They spend $5 a week.
I know. I said, "How's that going?" He said, "Well, it's going well." I said, "Well, yeah, but how many orders are you getting from it?" Anyway, I said, I can't remember how we. Anyway, I thought he wasn't that interested, but he said, I said, "If I was explaining this correctly, you would sign up now. You would." So he said, "Yeah, but I can't sign up. It's my brother who makes the decisions." So I said, "Well, I just need to make sure I've explained it so you're very clear what the potential is." So he said, "Well, yeah, give me those calculators and give me all the stuff, and I will speak to my brother." And that's it. So all in all, I came away, okay. I'm not going back into places 17 times. So I've drawn the line at about 3. As long as I know they've got the information, I've done my best to put it across. Because as Sharon, as you've said, it's a numbers game. My next day off, I'm just going to go with a load of leaflets and just drop them into a load of places and see how many come back. Leave my number.
I think it's always about leaving how you leave it. So when you're doing great what you're doing, because you're going in and you're going back and you're following up. It's all about, if you get to that point where you think, I'm just not getting anywhere, would it be okay if I pop back in a couple of months, show you how we're doing, show you the figures, you can show the site live, how many in the area are on, all that sort of stuff. That's what I would do.
That's a very good idea, yeah.
Just I haven't different then. So you're not saying, look, would it be okay if I pop back in a couple of months, just to show you how we're doing and show you how many restaurants in the vicinity are on? And he won't say no. If you say, would it be okay, he will not say, you'll say, yeah, that's fine. You want to get rid of you. So if you pop it in your diary for 2 months, and see, John's nodding his head now because John, it's all utility warehouse stuff. That's
great. That's really helpful.
I would say put him on your no for now list. So obviously he's not for now, but he's still a potential customer. So we'll go. So put him on your no to now list and then move on to the next one. And then just
that's
keep
what
going.
I've decided to do.
You're gonna have lots of no's and you're gonna have some yeses, but you'll probably have more no's than the yeses to start off with. But not to now, not for now list. Give him a ring in 3 months, see how he's going, how's it going, how's your business going, sort of thing. And then he might be in a different position and think, do you know what, I'm going to give you guys a go.
Even more so, Leslie, once they start seeing signs up outside windows, if he happens to walk past, stuff like that. But what you want to try and make sure that you are is the go-to person in Liverpool, because what you don't want is one of the restaurants to sign up with somebody else who's maybe one of the charities, for example, or and then decide to be an affiliate and then go and get the same restaurant. You want them to be yours. If you can. Liverpool's a big place. It's big enough for more than one affiliate at the end of it.
You can't control it, can you? I mean, I've made my mark with someone in that shop, even if it's not the owner. But I've just got one more little tale to tell, which I forgot about this one. I was just browsing on Google last night and I found an article from the Liverpool Echo where a Liverpool takeaway was slamming Just Eat for ruining their takeaway and their business. So I got the Liverpool Echo article and it was fantastic. It's exactly why we've created Eat2earn. So I thought, well, this is a must. I must go to this one straight away and say, how have you got on after Just Eat? Da-di-da-di-da. So I found the restaurant. It wasn't in a particularly salubrious place. I got stopped 3 times and asked for 20p. And I got to the takeaway, and there was the lady's name's Diana. Diana wasn't there, but there was a bit of a dopey bloke there. And I said, what's the best way to catch Diana? I'd like to speak to her about Just Eat and her experiences with that. So he said, she's on holiday. I said, when's she back next week? He said, no, she was away for a month. So I thought, well, she's not doing too bad, is she? She's away So that's on my other to call back anyway, because she's a very good one, because they were with Just Eat, they've pulled out of it, and they're going on their own. And she said in the article, I'm nervous about going on my own.
Oh, ideal, isn't it? Ideal opportunity.
Ideal, except she wasn't bloody there.
I know, but you're going to get that because it's
one of my day.
Yeah, you're going to get, obviously you're going to get people not there because these speculative calls, isn't it? So, but we've already discovered that making phone calls isn't the way to go either. So it's a kind of a chicken and egg. We've got to do the calls. We've got to do the face-to-face visits because you'll never get the appointment otherwise. So
sorry. I was going to give you another idea there, if I can.
Go on.
Yeah. Say the phone calls, isn't a good idea, but sometimes if you've met somebody in town, in a pub, or at the weekend, or whatever, and you get talking to them, and you generally say, "Okay, blah blah blah. My name's Johnson." You just get a general chit chat, and they'll ask what you do. You can say, "Oh, I've just started my own business," and you could say, and he'll then say, "Oh, what's that then?" I said, "Well, at the moment, it's not really the right place and time to sort of like talk about it. But I'll tell you what I can do. I'll take your telephone number and I'll give you a call back, and we'll explain about it. So, what's your telephone number? 07." And because you said 07. He is automatically going to give you the rest of his phone number.
Ooh.
And that's how I got phone numbers all the time in another networking company. And I did a video on it and everything, and a training thing on how to do it. But,
that's very sneaky.
You could be talking to people in the street. You could be talking to anybody on a train, anywhere. And they'll always ask you if you say, for instance, one of my tips was, I've just started a new business. Oh, what's that doing? I said, it's creating a bit of residual income than linear income. And they'll say, well, what's linear income? I said, well, linear income is when you go to work every day and 9 to 5 and you come home and you get paid for it. But then if you take 2 days off, you don't get paid for it. I said, I've started a business that makes residual income. Well, what's residual income? Well, I'll tell you what, I said, can't really talk about it on the train at the moment. But if I'll give you a call and I'll explain more about it to you. What's your telephone number? 07? You've got the telephone number.
I love it. I love it. I should try that.
I'm full of ideas like that. I love it. It's what it's all about. It's all about speaking to people. To speak to loads of people, make conversation. You can be in a buying your shopping in Sainsbury's, and you could accidentally drop your card or something, and somebody go, "Oh, thank you very much. That's very kind of you." And you could just start a conversation like that, And what you do? Oh, I'm just browsing. I'm just got time off from what I'm doing. Well, what do you do then? And then you can lead it into another conversation and say, I can't talk about it here. What's your best telephone number to ring you on? 07? And you've got the number, complete stranger.
You're going to have to do that. And every time you meet somebody, what's your number? 07? What? I'll be using that on myself.
Yeah. I used to do training videos and all sorts for them. So.
And do you not do, what's your number 07? You put the rest of it in?
No, well, you can do. That's another way of doing it. Or generally, I'd just say, well, I can't talk about it now. Look, this is a bit of a queue. I'll give you a call. What's the best number to contact you on? 07? And they'll go, blah, blah, blah. Brilliant. Okay, you free 2 o'clock Monday? Yeah, fine, sorted. Call you 2 o'clock Monday. Done. And then I put a little reminder of my telephone, and it will remind me 15 minutes before. Ring Sue, 2 p.m, Metro in Asda. Done. And it reminds you. And then when you get talking to these people, you can also ask them about what their goals are in life and stuff like that. What would they like? And they might say, for instance, I just love my own boat in Cyprus or whatever. And if it's a person that you're going to ring back in 6 months, 3 months, 4 months or whatever, you can then ring them back and say, oh, hi, Sue, how are you doing? Have you got that boat in Cyprus yet? And you've broken the thing and it goes straight into conversation then. So there's some good things there, but I mean, if Aki wants me to do any training videos and whatnot, I'll be more than welcome to do them for you. Just give you some sort of role plays.
Well, Jonathan, what we've not got is an offline marketer that will do videos, because there's a lot of offline marketers out there, but I'm not doing a video. I don't like videos. I do online marketing, so I do Facebook attraction. Yeah. And obviously I do a lot of stuff from that. So if you don't mind doing videos from the offline side of it, that'd be perfect.
Obviously, there'll have to be somewhere on the website in the back office where affiliates can go into the training section, and there'll be videos there that will give different affiliates different ideas on how to go about sort of different things. But yeah.
What we'll probably do is create another training website for like Eat2earn training, for example.
Yeah.
And then I use Power Lead System, so I can always just create a page is like, this is how you do such thing, I can have a big long list of 20 videos, 1 to 20. I can do that. Yeah. The videos, I can set them on a web page and it'll be something like Eat2earn training.
Yeah, it's not a problem at all. Obviously, I need someone to role play it with, but I've got so many ideas for you guys. It's brilliant.
That's perfect, because that's what we want, is somebody who's willing to do. Well, not many people, like even Carl's a bit nervous. Ooh, frightened to death then. Not even Carl isn't too happy about doing videos, are you, Carl?
So for me, John, the videos, I didn't really want videos on my Facebook page because of obviously other people seeing it.
What I meant by videos was videos that are only specifically for Eat2earn affiliates.
Yeah.
So where you go onto your back office, maybe Aki can make a link there to go onto a training subsection of the affiliates, and then people that have joining get an idea of what to say.
Yeah.
Because John, correct me if I'm wrong, John. John's probably a bit like me. He wouldn't want to ruin his other network marketing business because they can get a bit funny if you do other stuff, can't they, John?
Well, they can, but I wouldn't poach people, because that's each their own. I only ever show people businesses once, and that's it. I don't go mithering them or whatever. I'll show them once. They've got my details. I've already got the phone number because I've approached them and I've already got the phone number, so I can always call them back whenever I want. I only ever show them once because I believe if you start mithering people and going round, then they're just going to say no. Yeah. So they'll always come back to you if they see you starting to be successful and start to have a busy sort of like lifestyle with this business. Then they're going to come back to you, guaranteed.
Yeah. So, and I wouldn't worry. At the end of the day, it's your business. You're not a trainer. You're not in the high echelons of the company. Yeah. You're not making a shitload of money, so they can't hold you back.
What I've started doing now on Facebook is, so if I'm doing posts about Eat2earn, you can go into it, you can go into your and see and actually restrict who sees your posts, can't you?
Yeah.
So I've actually restricted it on when I did a post about Eat2earn, and I put certain people won't be able to see it when I put it through. Which
you create different Facebook lists. I mean, I've switched. I used to have a list. I'm now back to doing everything public, because the only thing with having lists, and I understand why you did it, because when I was working, I did exactly the same thing. But now I'm not working.
Yeah.
I'm a free agent, really. So I didn't want my real business people seeing what I was doing.
Yes. Yeah.
But now I've gone public, because if somebody saw a video or a post that you posted and wanted to share it, they wouldn't be able to share it.
Yeah, okay, that's fine.
And it just get more reach. But even so, it's better for you to feel confident and not stop you from doing videos than do the list migration. Because I did it for 2.5 years and it didn't give me any problems. I still recruited, people. And that's the key thing. So, Jonathan, did Aki explain then obviously what the stages are, so that we are in the affiliate building stage at the moment, not necessarily for restaurants?
Yeah. Yeah, obviously you can still recruit restaurants at the moment. I'm going to try and get one tonight, actually. That's my goal tonight, to get a restaurant tonight. Because I'm only 30 miles from Tunbridge Wells, so that's where I'm going to park up for the day. Then I'll go and have something to eat and try and get a restaurant. That'll be my goal.
Yeah, I mean, and that's a perfect goal. As long as they understand that there's possibility of a delay of quite a few weeks.
Yeah, 6 to 8 weeks, Aki was saying.
Yeah, and if you kind of make it feel like it's a bit longer than that, just in case, because what we don't want is just to have your one restaurant in Tunbridge Wells.
Yeah.
We need at least 10 restaurants really of different genres. So
how long is that going to take to get like 10 restaurants in each area?
Well, that's the problem. If we had 10 affiliates in those areas, it wouldn't take long at all.
Yeah.
That's the issue. So that's why we're in stage 1, which is gathering affiliates first. So
not
about going hitting the streets and trying to get all the restaurants on, but that's not really the phase we're in. We're in the phase of you trying to find people in Tunbridge Wells to help you along that journey.
Yeah, and I get that, and I agree with the process to get affiliates on board, to get restaurants on board, and then the last thing we look at is customers. And once we look at the customers, it's just a whole new ballgame. There's so many ways we can get customers on. And Rebecca did something the other night to get a club on some sort, which is brilliant. But so from John's point of view, getting so if this restaurant joins tonight, so another way I would look at that is like, I mean, John can do what he wants to do, but how I may or would perhaps play it is that restaurant, so you're the first restaurant, what you can now do is speak to other restaurants in the area, get them to sign up for you, and then they're going to know that it's all going to flow through you in that sort of way. That's perhaps how I would pitch on restaurants. How you're not probably going to be getting any orders for the next couple of months, so we all get up and running. But in the meantime, you're the forefront of it all. You can get other restaurants underneath you.
Yeah, they can get their network going. Yeah.
That's the main thing.
How I would play it.
That's what we're looking for, is those restaurants to work with us. It's about them seeing the big picture. It's not about... Definitely. It's not about the money. It's not really about the money. It's about the reach of the people and taking the power back from the likes of your Just Eats and all these others that are coming on the scene now. We're offering free this and free that, which we know is not always going to be free. And that's what we touched on at the meeting last week. So ideally, we want them to see the big picture. And if they were willing to work with us and be part of it, rather than fighting us, we're all going to be one big team. Yeah, it's going to go massive. But if they want to push it back, then it's going to be more difficult for them and obviously for people in that area. So
the good thing about this business is what I've seen, and I don't know whether a lot of people realise this, is that obviously we've all seen the slides. We've seen the slides of how many restaurants we can get, 3 and in the duplication of 3, duplication of and 5. Obviously, 5's the last slide that Aki's shown on the presentation, which is absolutely fantastic. There's a phenomenal amount of money being made there. But what we all don't realise is we're also creating a team of affiliates. So not only have you just got 5 restaurants on board and everyone's duplicated, so you get to 3,125 by the 5th level, and you're making £125,000 a month. Well, on the other side of the business, you're also building a team. And those team are also getting 5 restaurants each. So you've also got the income off your team. So I'd rather have a lot of my team doing a little bit.
Exactly.
To make a big bit.
Yeah, we don't want people coming in and being like, oh my God, I've got to go out and speak to like 100 restaurants. Well, no, you might have to speak to 100 restaurants, but they don't want to have to bring on 100 restaurants because they don't. Yeah. They only need 5 or maybe 10. I mean, to be honest, there's only 56,000. So there's only so many restaurants to go around anyway. And in some cities, there'll be more than others, towns, cities, villages. But it would be perfect and absolutely amazing if we got every single restaurant in every single town to see this for what it is. That would be unbelievable.
The growth of duplication is unbelievable. And when people ask me about duplication, I always say to people, I'm working part-time in my day-to-day job and working full-time on my fortune.
Oh, you've been doing so well. I love it.
Yeah, Mr. Ray.
That's what I like about it. I mean, to be honest, what you cannot ever knock is the business that you are both in, is the training that you've been given over the time.
Oh, yeah.
That was a quote from John Rohn, by the way.
I know, but even so, the training that you're getting is priceless, really, for it's lifestyle and and personal and motivational training is what people need, and they don't get enough of it, and that's why they fail, because they don't believe in themselves.
Like John and I can use all the training we've had, and we can now put it into a business from the ground, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And not only that, it's going to help everybody.
At the forefront, we can use all the skills we've got, but from the start, from a business right from the beginning, we can have input into the training, input into how things are done. And another thing for me, this is never going to stop. So once, even if we get all 56,000 restaurants on board, if affiliates hit 5,000, once all that's done, there's still more, because you can then start working on customers. You can start going to football clubs, rugby clubs, talk to your friend and say, look, come and have a go on this. And then you haven't got to pay anything. It's free, but you'll earn money. So it's going to be endless.
And not only that, once we've done the UK, once we've got the UK reasonably well established, we can then branch out to Europe or India, places, China. I mean, God, India and China, if we got into those places, I mean, that is just mental for the amount of people that would be in.
Yeah, absolutely. Unbelievable.
Aki's online at the moment. I can see that. I think he's using, I can see Aki's online and he's saying we could all do some training from Jonathan and Carl. So we'll be what we'll do is we can arrange a training webinar, just a pure training webinar on how to talk to a restaurant, and that kind of stuff for people. So that's definitely not a problem. But I think what you've suggested about doing the videos is perfect, I am going to touch on something else, which in a minute, which I think, Carl, you already know about, which is the Ninja Network thing. So I've been doing, so my journey with network marketing was not a good one to start. My husband had been in network marketing for, I would say probably now about 20 years, all in all. And I've been with Neil for like 30 years. So I've been through everything with him, where he used to go and do exactly what you're saying, Jonathan, spending fortune on trips and trainings and going abroad. And, you know, he'd come back and he'll say, I've got to go meeting, or I've got to go here. And I said, any customers? No. I said, well, what is the point? And I was the Mrs. Negative. I was the negative person. Didn't believe in it. Thought it was a lot of shit, a lot of rubbish, never going to work. And it did work. But then he had problems when customers left, and, you know, it was a constant churn. Everything was churning all the time. And I thought, I can't ever do this. I need a proper job to keep, you know, paying the bills. And I did that until 2014. Around about 2014, I lost my brother. Well, I lost my brother in 2011. So it was after that I started to think, you know, there's got to be something better in life than working for somebody else. I've been made redundant twice. So I just thought I need to do something else. And I came across network marketing and also attraction marketing by pure chance. And that's what I've been doing for the last 4 years. So I've kind of learned from a different point of view. I don't need to talk to people. I don't need to talk to people in the street. I don't need to talk to people in the shops, because I've been trained a different way. And I think there is room for both online and offline. So
yeah.
Fraser Brooks is somebody who I knew when Neil was doing one of his original thing, and he's now in his 30s. But when I met him, he was 19. His dad was the one who was the big networker. And only 2 years ago, I just got connected with him. Neil said, you want to connect with Fraser? And I did. And we got talking, and I found out he was doing a training course, which if I'd have known about in 2014, I would have been like, oh my God. But I went through really hard work of spending tens of thousands of pounds trying to find a mentor who would give me the right training. And when I found Fraser, I thought, this is brilliant. So he created this thing called the Ninja Network, which, Les, I think you know about this, don't you? You're on mute. So the Ninja Network has been around. You know about that Ninja Network, don't you?
I do know about it, yeah. And I was wanting to speak to you because I saw your email today about the special offer. So I wanted you to touch on it tonight to see if it will be of benefit for Eat2earn.
It's that is the main reason for Eat2earn a lot, because it's a have to recruit business. You need to have all the different elements. So what Jonathan can share with you is how to talk to people in the street, how
to get their numbers,
get telephone numbers, yeah.
What the Fraser will teach you is how you don't have to waste time walking up the streets. You can do it from sat in your living room and doing it when you're watching the TV or whatever. You can do these things in tandem, but it's just a much quicker way to get up to speed. I spent 2 years of struggling trying to find somebody who would help me, because I've heard about it. Because if you saw my post yesterday, Mark Overson was the person who told me about it when I was in San Diego 4 years ago. But I didn't really know what to do. I knew about it, but I didn't know how to implement it. And then trying to find somebody who would teach you without charging another £10,000 was impossible. But now you can get it with Fraser for like $1, and it's going to be, I think it goes up to $27 a month after that. But he takes you through how to set up your Facebook, how to do Facebook ads, how to make, using Facebook ads in the right way to attract people to connect with you. And then you can have those conversations.
Sharon. Is it 20 quid a month, did you say, or something? I
think it's 27 after the first. You get 7 days of $1, and then it goes up to $27. It's only $27 a month. Now, there is a higher one after that called the VIP, but you don't need that, because I can tell you what's in there. Like this Ninja networking tool that I showed you last week or the week before. There's certain things that I will get access to, which I can share with you, but you need to get the basic information first. I can't teach you all that because it's just too much. And I'm not creating a course, although I might do in years to come, because I'm just wasting my time. And I think you need to get involved in that first and learn how to attract people to you without feeling, that you're forever having to speak to like friends.
Chase people.
That kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Well, we can marry the two together, can't we, really?
Yeah, they're perfect. I mean, I've never done offline, so I need somebody like you and Jonathan to teach us and, what to do, because we've never done it. I've always done mine every single thing online.
Well, it's like now I'm 15 miles from Tunbridge Wells at the moment. So I'm going to have to leave now anyway, because my time's up. I can't stay here much longer. But I will go to the pub later and have a couple of pints after work, as you do. And I will generally talk to people because that's what I do. So I'll order a pint, somebody will be sat next to me, sitting next to me, and you'll just have a little bit of chit-chat, how you doing, you're from around here, you're local, what do you do? And then they'll automatically, if you have one good tip I can give you, if you want to try and get a couple of numbers tomorrow, is if you generally speak to somebody, a complete stranger, and you say to them, so what do you do for a living then? They will always ask you what you do. And then you've got the 2 examples I gave you earlier, or you can do something else. But or if you ask somebody what they do, they'll always ask you back. And then you can say, linear income, residual income, what's that? Then they're asking you questions. And then you just say, sorry, well, I can't really talk about it in the pub, can I? So what's the best number I can contact you on? I'll contact you tomorrow and have a chat. Done.
And what's the subject that most people aren't talking about?
Themselves.
Work and themselves.
Yeah, themselves.
Yeah.
You get them to talk about themselves, they will talk about themselves.
And also, I'm always happy, chappy. Don't do negative. I just can't stand negative. So I'll always make a positive out of a negative. I'm always happy, chappy, go lucky. Some people said to me, if I'm any more laid back, I'll be in a coma. But no, anyway, I've got to go, guys, now because I've got to drive the truck over to Tunbridge and go for a beer and meet some new people.
Okay, well, cool. Jonathan, have fun, and obviously really grateful for you obviously getting time up to come on the video.
No problem.
I will send you my number so that you've got my number anyway if you need to call me, but the fact you've got to Wacky as well is good.
Yeah, brilliant. Lovely.
Good luck with your getting your restaurant tonight.
We'll see, yeah.
All about it.
You never know. Anyway, nice to meet you all, guys, and we'll speak to you soon.
See you later.
Take care. Cheers. Bye-bye.
Okay, so if I just show you, do you want me to briefly show you the Ninja Network, what the Ninja Network looks like, so you know what you're letting yourself in for if you go down that route?
I think I'll definitely do it for the trial period. I'm just worrying it will take too much time.
I know, but this is the thing, you've got to
make the time.
It's a chicken and egg situation, unfortunately, because I used to think that, but unless you go in that route, you're never going to get off that. You're never going to get off that. I've not got enough time. You need to do the initial thing, and your Facebook is probably all. You don't need to do the setting it up because I think it looks pretty much all right. So you'll probably whiz through the first few videos. It's when it comes to how to attract the people, and that's where the Ninja search tool comes in. So you can try and connect with, like Carl's. I'm not going to mention it on this video because obviously it's a public video, but the business that Carl and Jonathan are in. Yeah. You can use the search tool to search for people in that business in that area, and then you've got a conversation to be had to say, look, how are you getting on with it? Yeah, I've got a couple of people in our business who are doing it, and when they start talking about, it's costing me so much per year and I've got to do all these trainings, you can say, yeah, I know, and that's what attracted those to this business, and it gives you something to talk about. So, I mean, obviously, Carl, you might even find that there's more people in your area that you didn't know about who do it if you use that tool as well. Yeah. The search tool isn't part of that training you're going to get, but you'll be able to use it in conjunction with the training that you are going to get, because I've already given you the link on where to go and how to get to it.
Yeah. So part of that training, so you actually set up a separate page then? So you
can set up a Facebook page. You don't have to set up a Facebook page. In fact, he's just done a video today, which I've not looked at yet, which talks about when you would need a page. Now, you don't need a page unless you're going to do paid advertising. There's no need to get one.
Okay.
Having said that, there is something called messenger bots, which look fantastic. And in fact, you've actually been party to that because you've had a message from Fraser Books today, Carl, haven't you?
Oh, right. Is that what that is then? Okay.
That's the messenger bot sent that message.
Oh,
and
okay.
It's at the bottom, yes, I would, no, I wouldn't, or I'm already Ninja. Did it have 3 buttons in it?
Well, can't remember.
I got the same message. I think it probably does.
Oh, okay.
So it's like saying, yes, I would like more information. No, I wouldn't like more information. I'm already a Ninja networker. So then obviously you don't get the information, but you stay on the list. I will go into that a little bit more detail once I've set it up for myself and show you how it's used. So you can use it. You can't use that on a Facebook group or on your profile, but you can use it on a page. So I'll watch the video that Fraser did today to say what's the difference between a page and a profile. And then if it's any different, then I'll let you know whether it's worth having a page. But you don't want to get bogged down into setting up a page when you don't need it, when you really should be focusing on building your connections.
Okay.
So how many friends have you got? How many friends have you got currently on Facebook, like, would you say, that are not your real friends?
About 600 altogether, I think, perhaps.
Which is not bad, as long as there's 600 people that you know and you're actively communicating with. But I mean, obviously, if you had 2,000, it's a different story. I've got 4,000. Now, obviously, 4,000 is half of them, I would say, I've never even spoke to. So I'm going to be doing a cleansing exercise. I've just done an exercise where I went through all of my Facebook for the last 18 months and deleted messages that I thought, not messages, but, things that I put on my profile, which I didn't think were like applicable for the business that we're in at the moment. So I thought, right, I'll get rid of that, and just cleaned it up. Left all the motivational stuff in. Took anything out that related to any kind of like cryptocurrency or anything like that. Got rid of most of that.
Okay. And
just left it clean so people can still see your motivational, that you're inspirational, that you're doing value-based posts, but you're not a spammer. You're not, oh, come and join my business here and do, you're not giving out links, because that turns people off. And that's what Fraser shows you is like what not to do. So you might even fast track most of it, and it'll get you up to speed on like, right, I need to start talking to people now. That's the key thing, is getting your daily method of operation working properly, which is how many people you're going to speak to, how many posts you're going to post, how many people's posts and comments are you going to make on other people's posts, to get that flow going so that they can start asking you, what is it you're doing, Carl? Why am I seeing all these posts about you now? What are you doing?
Yeah. That's
what you want. You want people coming to you. I don't chase people. I don't make those calls and saying, look, hi, I'm involved in this new business. Would you like to have a look? They come to me mostly, but because it's a new business type, it's not like what I'm used to. So it isn't a recruiting business. I'm having to do the opposite. I'm having to go back and talk to people now. So I'm in the same boat as you guys. I'm no different to you lot, because it's completely outside of my comfort zone, really. Because everything I've done recently, up until now, has been passive. Passive with a recruiting element, and I've done really well because I don't mind doing both. But when it's purely, you've got to do something, otherwise you don't get paid. It's a different story. So it makes you have to do that bit more, which is good because you learn a lot more as well.
Yep.
So I think you'll learn a lot from it. I mean, obviously, like you say, if you're not happy, you can cancel any time. It's not like you have to carry on. But it's something I think everybody should at least have a go at, because you're going to, like I say, it's been life-changing for me. I would never have been in this position that I'm in had I not done the attraction marketing, even though I did it the hard way and spent like 20 grand in money. So if somebody gave me 27 quid a month, I tell you now, I'd have brought their arm for it, and I'd have spent as much time as I needed, because it's like, you can't put a value on that, really, at the end of the day. So that's that bit. So we're done with that. You know about the search tool, don't you? That ninjasearchtool.com. I did show you that last week, didn't I?
Yeah.
You all know about that, Leslie?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know how to use it? Have you used it yet? Anybody?
Yeah.
Come on.
I've been focusing on
you need
face to face.
I feel like you've been told off, Leslie.
Oh, no.
This instead. I've been doing this.
All right, Mum.
You'll love it. Honest to God, when you've used it a few times, you think, how did I live without this tool? So you just get playing with it, because you'll understand it a lot more once you do.
Yeah.
Sorry, Carl.
Say anything.
Oh, somebody said something. I heard somebody say something. No, maybe not. Right. Okay. So the affiliate pages. So, Carl, you messaged me last night about the affiliate page that you want. So there is an affiliate page that was meant to be done. It's not finished, and I'm not 100% sure whether I like the look of it or not. It's still worth it. But I think at the moment, Scott's does look better.
Yeah. Okay. So I wasn't. What you've done is brilliant.
No.
Yeah. But all I was trying to is that. So for me, I know nothing about the business. I know nothing at all about it. So I go onto the page. What I liked about the landing, it's about the landing page more than me. So when you go onto Scott's landing page, you've got affiliate, customer,
yeah,
restaurant,
yeah,
fundraising, which I think was a brilliant one as well. So they know where they've got to go. So if they click on customer, they sign up as a free customer. If they want to be an affiliate, click on affiliate straight through. Just to make it simple. I think perhaps the way yours is at the moment, Sharon, is that it comes and you see the webinars. If it's a free cut, I know it's designed for affiliates, but I just want to have one link that I give out so that anybody, a customer, a restaurant, a social club, anyone can have a look at it on my one website, on my one business card, and then choose where they go from there.
Well, I am going to get...
Yeah.
No, that's okay. And I am going to get a page like Scott's done, but it's done in WordPress.
Okay.
Where you can put on / and then your username or whatever the username would be. So it would take you to that page. I just haven't got it done yet, but I will speak to somebody this week. It's up to you whether you want to go down the route of using Scott's, that's fine. But I'm also going to do something similar, but in a more structured way because it's done in WordPress, so it's easier for people to flow through.
Scott was saying that the charge he was making was for the domain and that. So if you've already got a domain, there won't be a charge. I don't know. But he's put a lot of work into it, so I wasn't too concerned about paying it. But for me, it's like, you know, whether it's yourself, Sharon, or whether it's Scott, whatever happens, it's for the good of the business. It's for the, you know, so it's what people want. The customer wants simplicity. Everybody wants simplicity, and I want to be able to say, look, this is my link. Go and look, see what you want to do.
I agree, Carl. I think that's a really good idea, and I don't really mind who does it.
Yes,
Scott's is very good. There are some spelling mistakes on there, but that's
he needs to spell restaurant right, doesn't he?
Yeah.
No offense, Scott, if you're watching.
But I'm happy, but we don't want to, you know, we don't want to fall out with anyone. So it's, you know, we can do it through Scott if we, you know, or we can do it through Sharon.
I'd do it through Scott for now because, like I say, I haven't got the page done, so I don't know how long it's going to take me. But I personally will be getting my own page done, which I will be able to share a team link with. So it'll be like a team page. It won't be just a page. You could have a replicated version of that. So I'm happy to do that at the time when it's done.
And when might you be doing that? When might you have the time to do that, do you think?
I'm not doing it. I'm not going to be doing it myself. I have not got the time. I'll be getting somebody to do it for me. So I'll speak to them this week. So hopefully, I don't know how long it'll take. It shouldn't take a massive amount of time, but it'll be basically more or less the same information that's on Scott's page to explain the business for each different thing. So they'll click on customer.
And that's it. So if you, before you even click on you click on the customer bit and it explains about the customer proposition. You click on the affiliate. I don't even if you click, you click on it and it explains about the affiliate proposition, the restaurant proposition, and it goes into all different, all that stuff.
And it leads you to sign up if you want to there and then.
But for me, for when we go down to the Excel exhibition, that's what I'd like. So I don't mind if it isn't until September. But I want to be able to give out my link in September.
But like I say, I think for now, if we need to, let's just, you know, if we want to use Scott's until I've got something created that's different. I don't think there's any reason for not using both for now because at least his is done. As long as everything links back to you and he's willing to do that for you, that's fine.
Okay.
But and then I'll work on getting it done because there might be things we can add in and change and just make it look more, you know, just look slicker. Really, I'll look at doing that. That's that bit, right? So you're happy with that. Now, there's one thing obviously, Carl, it doesn't really apply to you because you've got your own little tool that you use for the business that you're already in, which is like a CRM tool.
Oh, yeah.
Right, I've come across, and I think I've shown you this like maybe last year, and I've actually forgot myself. So let me just show you again. Well, that was a Ninja Networker thing, so you've already seen that. But we've got, can you remember me telling you about Trello?
No.
Right, can you see my screen?
Yeah.
So it's a website called Trello, TRELLO.com. It's free. There is a paid version, but for what you need, you don't need the paid version. And this is kind of like it's like a following up tool. So it's kind of where you would have, hold on, let me just type in a message. Oh, Emma, I'll explain more in a minute, just 1 minute. Right, so what it is, you can set this up however you like. I've just gone on to this page, and now if you come up to where it shows I think it was this one. No, not that one. Somewhere on this page, I forgot who did it now. on here you can set the background picture. So you've got different boards. So I've got different boards, like one for personal development, which has got a different background picture. So you can have different things that inspire. So it's like what books to read about the Ninja Network, about the Wealth Creation Formula. So create yourself some tasks. And you can have different boards. So I've got one for Eat2earn. This will be like add a message. So it could be, you could have things like a message. So you might want to say add a, hold on, let's scroll across. Add another list. You might say messages to send to people. And here you might have like a list of messages that you would send, and you put that right at the beginning. So you move things across. So it's quite easy to move things around. So this might be your message that you might find on Ninja Network is saying somebody who's business that you want, or is in Eat2earn, or is interesting, stuff like that. And you might say, right, I'm going to speak to Carl. So you could do like Carl, and then Leslie, and then Graham, that kind of stuff. Sorry, they're the people. Sorry, that was not a very good example. Let's just put hold on, let's have a look. You know what I mean? This could be a message. So it could be like, hi, Carl. Just your message is put on my Facebook profile, and I've seen you just posted about such and such thing, or really, how's everything going with you? And just build up a conversation. So you can have a list of conversations on the left-hand side that you could just literally open up, and in here you would just copy and paste the message, and then you just go to the person in here would be list of people to contact. Then it's like requesting more information, when to follow them up, if they're going to do another follow-up, or you could have one saying not interested yet but follow up later, something like that. And just have all these different lists with different people literally going down, and you can move people from list to list and board to board. So whether that's something that, I don't know if obviously Carl, yours is different because it's a CRM, but it is really good, because the one thing I do struggle with is keeping a list of all the people that I've contacted, because you see some of the posts that I do and I get like 150 responses for people to ask for more information. And if they don't click the link, which is the link in the post to say, go to this capture page, and if they don't give me the information, I don't follow them up because I don't remember them. So ideally, if you put a post on Facebook and they say, yeah, I want more information, add them to this list right away and say, information sent. So you know that they've requested more information and that you've got to follow them up. So you might move them from there to there then. And then you know that on the first follow-up, or you might leave them on here. So they've requested more information. Do you leave them there? So in there'd be another list in between the messages and here. It'd be like, this would be people who came up on the search tool. You put them in here. Then they say you've messaged them, and if they respond and ask for more information, you move them into this list. And then once they're on this list, you'll leave it a few days, and you'll ring them up, and you'll say, or you'll message them, and you'll find out what they liked or any questions. And if they're not ready, you'll just move them to the first follow-up list, so you know that you've got to go back and just follow them up again. But then you're working on this list still. That you dealt with because you've sent the message, they've not responded, you've moved them across. You can just keep doing that until you find that you've got them all into the team where they've joined, and then you can either archive them or you can leave them in there so you know who all your team members are. So it's hi.
They can hear.
Hello.
You. Everyone will be able to see you now.
I can't see you. I can only see your eyes. I can't see all of your head. Oh, that's good. Are you going to check on your daddy, see what he's up to?
No. It's gone.
So I'm not sure whether that's any use to you guys, but for me, I will definitely be using it. Sorry, Leslie, what did you say?
It's good. I know it's more to pay out. The less annoying CRM that I use is £7.50 a month, and it's just so simple to use. And on my iPhone, I've got a notes section, so I've got pre-done scripts that I save, that I cut and paste out of there. So it's good.
the less annoying CRM, you can work it from your phone as well. It's I find that a really easy tool to use.
But isn't it something that you can only use if you're in that business though?
No, less annoying CRM you can use outside a utility warehouse. It's a different company that just partnered with UW to you can use it out. If you Google less annoying CRM, you'll find them. I don't know how much it will cost. I assume it's the same. I don't know, but if you Google less annoying CRM and have a look around. Yeah, I suppose you could do it now. Yeah, but it's such a simple piece of kit to use. It really is.
Pricing. I've never heard of it before. I know you were doing it.
No, it's less annoying. Oh.
Yeah,
less annoying CRM. That's it. Yeah.
You do it for 30. You can try it for 30 days.
Free trial, yeah. So what's 10 to? It's probably it's about £7, isn't it?
10 quid's nothing. If it's better than
$10, so it's not even
free,
is it?
But if it works better than Trello, then I don't mind. I don't mind what I buy as long as it works and it's easy to use and people can replicate it. Then.
Well, it's such a simple tool to use. I highly recommend it. I really do. If it's free for 30 days as well, then you can try it and see what you think.
Right, Carl. So you've just given yourself a job because you do a very quick 2-minute video to show us how to get how you think it's so easy to use. So what are the key things that you would use it for?
Okay.
Because obviously everybody wants an easy life. We want I don't want people using Trello, and I don't want to use Trello if that's going to be a lot easier.
Okay.
And I know you wouldn't be using it if it wasn't simple because you don't want to be faffing about with stuff. So you're obviously doing it because you like it. And Alison uses it as well, and she thinks it's good. So
yes, yeah.
So do a video for us and put it in the group, and then we can all get onto it.
Okay. That's fine.
Yeah. Good. Sounds like a plan.
That's that done. Right, let me just stop sharing. Okay, so the other thing is the event that we're having in next month. Okay, so I do need to organise another webinar just for those people because obviously this is a group thing for everybody. But we need to get together and just have a chat about stuff like what's going to happen, how we're going to organise the days because there's a lot of people coming. So we need to make sure there's certain things you can and can't do on the stand, from etiquette point of view. We've got to make sure it's manned at all times, but we don't want 13 people stood there because that's a bit overkill. We want people around the things. So we've got to come up with a plan of who's doing what when. It doesn't mean you two have always got to be there. It's just let's just always be in mind that at least 2 to 3 people need to be on the stand at any time.
Everyone's the opportunity to walk around and speak to people.
Yeah, everybody's got a chance to go and do whatever they want, and everybody who's there is there.
That's fine. That's fine.
And I'm going to make a point of this because it's not fair on other people. So everybody who's there has to put the effort in, right? There's no point in just paying the money and thinking you're going to get leads. You're not. You have to be prepared to go and walk around the stadium, talk to people. Grab them grab them as they're walking past. Don't be scared to ask that. Now, so if you do get a lead on that day, that is your lead. We're not going to ask you to give it up to somebody else, which other people have asked for. I don't think that is, it's not right. We need to make sure that everybody does their own thing. You all get the chance to do what you can on the day. And if we do get any leads coming via the event through the website and stuff, then we'll obviously share them out, obviously.
All right, cool. That's good.
On the day, then I'm not going to expect you to give that lead into a pool for us to share with other people because you've built that as well, that relationship.
What's happening? In trouble?
I don't know what that means.
Don't get in trouble on the day on the stand, maybe.
Yeah, we're not. As I said, we're going to sort that out. So we will have a meeting. Oh yeah, grabbing people. No, that was a figure of speech. We don't grab anybody, but we just talk to people. No, that's what you have to do. That's what I've been on these stands in Excel. You have to literally talk to people, ask them what they thought of the day, what were they really looking for. Just ask general questions, and just see what they liked about it. And you've got to get to talk.
Can we talk about the arrive on the Monday? What time we need to arrive on the Monday evening because we need to set the stand up, don't we?
No, there's not. There's very little to set up. What I need to find out is what time is Aki coming down because he'll be bringing the banners and stuff. So we do need to have a conversation about that. I put my train. I'm getting in at 6:10 in the evening.
Mm.
I'm assuming you're coming by train, Leslie.
Yes, I am. Yeah, I just haven't booked it yet. I was going to see tonight. So if I make sure I'm there for about 6 o'clock myself.
Well, what I would do is get on the same train as me.
Okay.
But I'm sure you can get the train. You can get a train to Warrington Bank Quay, surely.
Mm.
And then get the train that I'm getting. But I'm in first class, but it's a lot cheaper because it's early. I can book you if you need to, because I've got Neil gets concessions in Man City.
I'm going to have to go. Sorry, I put my son to bed.
See you, Carl. Leslie, we'll talk about it offline.
Okay.
Okay.
Offline about doing it.
Right.
Carl.
Okay.
So yeah, we'll talk about that. We'll do that offline.
Okay, yeah, you give me the details and then I'll check how I can.
Yeah, it'd be nice to travel down together because then we're not on our own. We can have a chip bag on all the way down to London.
Absolutely. It's just because Anne was saying that you can only set up the stand till 8 o'clock that night, and I thought, oh dear, do we all need to be there earlier? But
no, I think if people live in London and can make it across the XL and do stuff, then fine, because we're coming from bloody the north, so we need, we can't be expected to be there at night as well. So I think people who live in the south should make a point of, trying to get across there after work and just go and do what needs to be done. And again, we'll discuss this on the webinar.
And as you say, it depends on when Aki's arriving with the stuff, isn't it? So
he's going to need to come down the night before, but it doesn't, like when we say stuff, I mean, the event doesn't start till 10, I don't think, on the first day.
Right.
I'll double check what time it starts, but we can get in from 8, and we're taking a table and a few chairs and a stand. It's not going to take 10 minutes to set up.
Yeah.
We're not having power or anything like that, so there's no power. It's just pull-up banners, the little stand, that that little display stand.
Yeah.
Table and a couple of chairs. That's it. That's all we're having on the stand.
That's fine. Yeah.
And as long as people have got the right things like T-shirts and, everybody needs to purchase their own T-shirts.
Yeah.
You need to be able to obviously get it ironed and delivered to you. We don't want the responsibility of carrying 14 shirts down with us, because that's just more weight. Everybody gets their own shirt. I'm going to get that little, did you see the satchel bag in the shop? The big two. Let me just show you that. Hold on. I'm going to get one of these. I think if everybody can get one, it's up to them if they want to. They don't have to. It makes it a lot easier for yourselves. So if you go to Eat2earn shopping.
What's the website now? Is it Eat2earn shopping?
No, I'm lying. Eat2earnonline.com. I made it up. I can't even spell. Eat2earn online. There we go. .co.uk. Not com. It's .co.uk.
Okay.
If you go to the, hold on, let me move this out of the way. Right. So if you go to the affiliate section, and if you scroll down, you will see what am I? So this is this T-shirt. Obviously, you'll want to get the black one.
Yeah.
Because it's the ladies' one. Do not go for the men's, because they're see-through and you can show your bra and everything. It's so embarrassing. Go for the black one. It's much more serviceable.
Oh, black's better, yeah.
Yeah, and then what we'll need, potentially you want to get, and this is what we're going to bring with us. Aki will bring this with us in the counter demonstration unit.
Yeah.
And a few of those pull-up banners, 2 or 3 or 4 of them with him.
Yeah.
And then we can use. And then I would get, not the mini one, but get it's not in, that one. The messenger bag.
That one there, yeah.
It's £14, but it'll put out, you can put your leaflets in there or your business cards or whatever it is you want to walk around this. You need something to put stuff in when you're walking around. So you can put it over your shoulder like a shoulder bag.
Yeah.
You can have your phone in there and you can have your leaflets in there. And so that's something else, obviously, we need to talk about having phones switched on and not on and all that kind of stuff, because we need to make it look professional. But I think that would probably be, so that and the T-shirt is probably the 2 things you would definitely want to get.
Yeah, okay.
The rest of it is up to you. If you've already got leaflets, if you've got the small ones, you've got the big ones, business cards, whatever you've got, bring it with you, because myself, Aki and Scott won't be actively looking for affiliates on that event. We'll be out talking to the industry. So it's up to you guys to get out of it what you want. You paid your money and you need to get out of it what you want to get out of it. We want you to get all the the leads, because we're not bothered at the moment. Obviously, we want you guys it's for you to get the most out of it. So whatever we can take with us. I mean, if you've got other stuff to take with you, take it. You know, if you've got, we'll try and get some pens done to give away on the stand, because it's always nice to give something away. So, and again, this is why we need to have a conversation where we'll all talk together about what kind of things we can offer, you know, what kind of incentives. So maybe we offer a competition, like if people put the business cards in a pot. But having said that, it depends, you know, we need to discuss it. It's something we need to discuss. So I think we should probably get that done either later on this week or maybe early part of next week. We'll have just a completely separate meeting on what we're going to do with the event. Yeah. In fact, it probably needs to be this week, because I've got things I need to do before the 24th, and the 24th is this week. I can't do tomorrow, so maybe we do it Wednesday or Thursday. I can't do tomorrow because I'm taking my sister. It's a birthday, so I'm out with my sister. So
Thursday's not bad.
Might be a good day to do it.
Yeah.
Literally talk about it. What date is Thursday?
23rd.
Yeah, because I've got to do some things. Have got to be in for the 24th, and then the rest have got to be in for the 28th. So yeah, Thursday at the latest. Yeah, Thursday's the 23rd. Yeah, so that should be okay. If not, we'll have to do it. I can't do Wednesday because I've got another webinar Wednesday night, so I can't do that. Yeah, let's go for Thursday. I'll maybe the same time, or we can do a bit later if need be. You know, if it makes it easier for people to get on. I'll put a post in that group, in the new group, and let people know.
As long as we've got the majority. Yeah.
Pardon?
As long as we've got the majority of people able to come on.
Yeah, definitely. We'll try and get the key people as such to be on that. Now, if there's anybody on here, which I don't think there is, apart from, I think Lawson only maybe. Lawson, if you're not already in the Facebook group, then obviously make a point of letting me know how you know that you need to go in the Facebook groups, because it's key that you're in the right areas, so we're getting all the support you know that you need. But I think other than that, apart from also like the event webinar, which is the next thing, I think that's everything, unless you guys have got any questions.
Hi, Sharon. Hi, Sharon.
Lawson.
Hi. Yeah. I am in the Facebook group.
Oh, okay, cool.
And also, I've got a question, but it should be the last question, because in case you don't want, because you're recording, in case you don't want to put it out public. Are you closing now? I can ask.
Just stop recording 1 sec.
Rules every single time, guaranteed.
Okay, we're on.
We're all waiting for that one then. I will be as well. All right, guys. So it was lovely to meet you all again. Leslie, I'll let you know in the group when we're going to have the meeting about the
and message me about the train times.
Will do.
Take care, all.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Bye.